Hey guys, this is Orlando with Filmmatic, and I have a little bit of an experiment that I'm trying to do, and it has to do with audio. As you can see, I have a boom mic sticking in the frame, and then I have a couple lapels, lavs just connected here to me. So, and I also have this other kind of lapel slash what YouTubers and people are now doing everywhere, TikTokers or whatever, right? I was sent over the Boom Max from Comica. It's a cool audio transmitter receiver set that's 2.4 gigahertz that allows you, I think it's Bluetooth, 2.4 gigahertz, that allows you to transmit, but also allows you to record internally via the lavs. So if you can see on this one, I think hopefully there's a little red dot there as well, which indicates that it's recording. So what I have plugged up here is I decided to plug in my really expensive Sanken Cause 11 microphones. I have 3 of these, and just in general, to give you an update on what I do audio wise, I try not to spend too much time on audio. I literally, it's the bane of my existence. It's like me and audio guys, we're always clashing because they always want to put mics on my camera, and I don't really care for that because I'm trying to make it lightweight. I'm trying to get stuff done, but ultimately audio is important. And I found that out early on when I did YouTube, like some of my earlier videos. I focused so much on like what cameras we were using and shooting shootouts with like cool stuff, but my audio sounded like crap. So I decided to upgrade on that front when I had one of my friends sell me 3 of his Sanken Cause 11s at a very, very good price. These Sanken Cause 11 lavs are about $389 a piece. I didn't pay that, but I probably would. And these are what have survived over the past I think 6 years or so. I've used these for everything, on everything. I've even used old school Sennheiser or the Sennheiser lipstick mics. I've used the G3s, the G2s. I've used the Shure ones as well. The transmitter receivers, and then I use these mics to go on all of them, and they just sound great. And it's one of those things that I kind of don't want to change, so I'd rather focus more on switching my transmitter receiver set or anything like that. So what I have here playing today is I have my Rode NTG4 plus mic that's going unicorn style, which this is what the audio guys tell me, do it unicorn. So put a little unicorn thing here, get to the mic, and then point it to the head, and that's about the distance you want to have it. Of course, usually it's off screen, but now this is very, very, I want to make sure that we're getting a good clean sound. I do have like a small AC unit. I don't know if you can hear it, but let's be very quiet, see if you can hear it. So I have a little AC unit here in my garage studio, just to keep the humidity out, and also to keep it at a good 72, 73 at all times. And then I also have, of course, the Comica. This is the receiver. So what I did is I have one that's connected here. So this is what I guess most people will be using on the street. They just throw these on. So if you're one of those like on the street people that will just have these thrown on or will be holding it, that's what this is going to mimic. And then I have another one, which it comes with the set of 2, which is pretty cool that it comes with the set of 2. I have it connected, one of my Sankens connected straight in, which is now routed here. And then I have my other setup that this is what I use almost all the time. And that is my Tentacle Sync. I think it's the Track E, okay? So the Track E is something that I've been using for quite some time. One of my buddies, James, he's the one that swore by them, and I was like, look, anything to get rid of audio people from my set, right? Just kidding. Okay, I love you guys. Take care of me, please, and I'll keep paying your overpriced prices, right? But so we've been using these Tentacle Track E's. I bought these myself. Comica sent me these, so I wanted to test them versus something that I use all the time, and that's my Tentacle Track E's. Now, I will be very honest. These have 32-bit float. They work very, very well. but I bought two at the same time. And out of the two, only this one fully functions. What do I mean by that? I mean that this one here, it still records, but I cannot connect to it via the app anymore. I can't do anything with it, and it's pretty annoying. I was gonna go to NAB just to like give it to, the Tentacle Sync guys and be like, make this work, but I wasn't able to go. But if I hold on to this for another year, I will give it to them. I promise. With that said, if you know about the Tentacle Syncs, the Tentacle Syncs are they pretty much take these little small tentacle syncs. You put them on your camera, and they track. They pretty much keep your time code like in sync the whole times. And they have a little dongle that comes out, which is like a 1/8" jack, and that 1/8" jack goes to like a multitude of different outputs. Okay, so you can do BNC, you can do USB-C or USB micro, like you do for the FX3 that I'm using. You can do the 5-pin to ARRI or to the standard Limo. You can do 9-pin for for a bunch of different ones. So I have a ton of different cables, and these just work, and that's what's awesome, except that one that messed up and I haven't replaced. So I want to compare the Comica Boomax, to this. And these also have 32-bit float. They also have 32 gigs internal, which is interesting. And these have the Tentacles have the like you can swap out the cards in here. So I have a 128 in here, and I just let it roll, so I never have to delete any of the audio that I have on here. But these are interesting. I mean, look how tiny they are. And if I would be using them, these are something that I would be throwing in the pocket, something that I would just clip on the side. And the other cool thing is that there's two of these in the bundle that they gave me. So what we're going to be doing is just testing out the different mics here. So, and I want you to hear them, and then afterwards I'll give you my pros and cons. Here we go. I'm going to read a list of pangrams, and then we'll cut between them, and I'll go ahead and just give you each audio isolated, all right? So here we go. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Sphinx of black quartz, judge my vow. How vexingly quick daft zebras jump. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Sphinx of black quartz, judge my vow. How vexingly quick daft zebras jump. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Sphinx of black quartz, judge my vow. How vexingly quick daft zebras jump. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Sphinx of black quartz, judge my vow. How vexingly quick daft zebras jump. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Sphinx of black quartz, judge my vow. How vexingly quick daft zebras jump. A quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The 5 boxing wizards jump quickly. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. Sphinx of black quartz, judge my vow. How vexingly quick daft zebras jump. Cool. All right, and so we'll be playing that back and forth between with all the different mics. So let me just give you my insides and outs of like each one of these things that I'm using. So, of course, the Rode NTG4 mic is one that I'm using more of a boom mic. It's not something you're going to be carrying around everywhere, right? I even tried putting that shock mounted on a camera once, and it was just like, it's too big. Like, it's just a massive thing to have. The other thing about the Tentacle Syncs, these in general, like, they don't have monitoring. I mean, they do in a sense that you can like connect them on your phone and you can monitor via your phone with the app they have, but it sounds like crap. Like, you just hear enough to know that it's being recorded. It sounds muffled. It's not good. Now, the other thing with the Comica is the transmitter. The two transmitters, they're small, they're tiny. They have built-in 32 gigabyte files, but I've already noticed a couple things just messing with them that kind of make me understand why they're so inexpensive. Okay, so the full set is $189. I think that it's great for someone that probably has two hosts in their show and they just need a quick audio. Quick audio. They can just slap this on and it'll probably work just fine. Well, we'll find out, right, as we're testing this out. But it also feels like one of those things that you will want to buy some nicer lapels, and Comica probably sells some, and I don't know if they offer a bundle, but for $189 compared to like a $389 just lav, like, it's a killer deal. This also is sent to you with a transmitter, with a receiver that pretty much does two things. One, it wirelessly is monitoring your sound, and then I currently have the receiver with an audio out going into the stereo in of the FX3, and that's actually playing right now and is being recorded straight to the camera. I have it recording stereo, so both channels hopefully are split. If they're both pancaked together in post, well, I'll share that with y'all, if that happens. But I'm also going to show you if there's latency involved here. And that's one thing that's kind of, that might be kind of annoying, because these don't have time code. And of course, you get what you pay for in that sense. But for $189, I don't think it's too bad of a deal. I'm definitely eager to see what these sound like, how they hold up. Now, a couple of the issues that I found with the unit itself, that I think I would just say, don't mess with the receiver and its menu and its touchscreen, even though that's a cool feature, and maybe use it if you absolutely need to. I would get the app. The app, even though that was a little buggy for me as well, it worked pretty well. Once I was able to get it to connect to the app via Bluetooth, which took me like 5 or 6 tries, it pops up automatically. And you can see here that I'm recording. We've already been recording for about 16 minutes. It tells me my hours, how many minutes I have left. And it's also telling me what kind of options I have. So like, you can set the gain, you can set, you can do a bunch of stuff, but it's 32-bit float internally. So, I mean, I'm most likely going to take the 32-bit float, which, if you don't know what 32-bit float, it's kind of like raw audio, like raw video, but it's audio. It has a bunch of range in there. You can pull back all kinds of stuff. Like, I can scream into this. Like, if I go, yo, woo, yo, woo. All right. So that on mine probably maxed out the Rode mic, but the rest, it's probably going to, I could probably dial that back. So with that, like, I'd rather do all the settings on here, because the times that I did try using the transmitter, dude, the menu system or swiping up and down, like, it seems intuitive, but it's just too finicky. And I think I have fat fingers, so it's just one of those things that my hands are gonna mess up. I mean, if I can't even type a sentence correctly on my iPhone, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do it on the on this thing here. So what would I do if I was you? If you're looking for something high end, if you got the money to spend, maybe the Tentacle is good. I've heard Deity makes good stuff. I heard a bunch of other Hollyland. I'm waiting to get one from them that looks pretty amazing. That I can't wait to get my hands on, and I'll do another video that kind of compares all of them and see which one is the best one. Yeah, and overall, y'all let me know what y'all think. I mean, which one sounds the best? I mean, do they work for under $200? I mean, I really can't. The things I can't believe about it on the price is that you get, like, you're definitely getting value for what you're paying for. The quality of this feels good. Besides the plastic on the back that holds this, like, This doesn't feel that great, but the rest of the unit does. It feels good. It has like a little rubber thing on the front. I mean, it feels more expensive, honestly, than $189. Okay, well, let me know what y'all think. I'm not a show for these. I'm not saying buy them. If you want to buy them, you buy them. That's on you. But I got to test them out. I'm used to using this stuff, like a little bit of higher end. Of course, I know there's way more high end stuff like Electrosonics and what's it called, Zaxcom, and there's that other one that starts with the W, a bunch of them, right? But I'm not a sound guy. I don't buy that stuff. I'm not, this is like, I'm going to throw it on there and just use it, get it done, and move on. Since it's 32-bit float, that's like my fail safe, right? But whenever I have the budget, I always hire a sound guy because then I can blame them when things mess up. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll be talking real soon. Later.
Yay. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Keep it going. Keep it going, keep it.